actually bought at some point. Wow. Alright. Yes. Absorb adds 3 stun points. I don't think it has any stun points. I think I'll do absorb though. Also, since I can't sell some of these, I wish I could dismantle them. I don't know why it doesn't let you do that. Sure. Don't want your money.
If you don't mind, I have a few questions.
I'd be delighted to help you if I'm able.
Yeah.
Thank you, Edgar.
So I can't really do anything about these guys charging people for beds. I can probably just do that's really bad, or yeah, I understand, and that will be it in the end.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Wow.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more.
I'm not sure they deserve to be eaten for
She's
that.
also your
Fired,
partner
maybe.
in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
Goodbye, Milton.
So yeah, I can't really do anything about that, which is weird. I mean, I can eat them, but that seems a bit extreme. I can't tell anybody else.
I'm quite busy.
Thank you for...
Let me find the nurse.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead. Or will be soon. Don't you see
That's
the
fucked up.
futility of all this?
In your position, I would suggest a more elaborate defense. Cynicism will not save you.
This isn't cynicism, it's realism. You still need me, Dr. Reid, and you know it.
I do know it, actually. Which is funny, because he's right. And I can't do anything about it either, as far as I know. There is no quest line, I can't speak to the head doctor about it. Obviously, the game does that so you can embrace them if you want to and make them pay that way, but that's, again, that is way too much for what they have done. They are pieces of shit, but not enough to be executed. That priest that keeps burning poor guys, that guy, yeah. It is very unsatisfying,
The
though.
Freewen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Because I can't even...
I shall fear no evil.
Really? God damn it. Fucking stamina. Okay. That takes away my blood too, somehow. Why? That makes no sense. Strange. Yeah. Alrighty. Might as well try the new hatchet. Absorb some blood. Did he burn this guy? I think so. Oh, this is not gonna work. This ability is the worst ability ever. Yeah, he's a lich. Oh shit. They didn't bother to animate that. Mother... I will kill you so hard. Alright, let's see. I want to go that way, but let me... Oh, this goes back. I will check just in case there is something. Soul. So will be you. That's what I want to say. Come on, a bit. Okay. I think I've been here. I can't actually go anywhere inside. Okay. Still got some loot. Alright, time for the docks. Returning a bit better dressed than before. Oh, this is where the materials were, the pharmacy. What is that? Oh, it's a train. Nice. I mean, the sound is familiar. Everybody heard that sound at some point, but I didn't expect there to be a train here. This is an office? I guess so. Clay is getting more violent every day. Yep. Not anymore. You guy. Wildcat, what's up? How are you?
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reid, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Wow, very harsh. How's it going? Are you still on vacation, or didn't you go to see your girlfriend?
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that.
I'm back at home now.
Nah. You've been a soldier.
I thought you were
I can
taking a flight
respect
to go see her or something. Last time we spoke. Did that happen? Did you just go and came back instantly? Or did you just not go?
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us.
Yeah, no, we discussed that
We
last
give
year,
people what
last
they
time.
need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
I think here is the brother who killed. Wait, was it brother? No, it was. I don't remember actually. I think it was brother. I'm good. No news. Same things. Been watching E3 since it started. Went to celebrate my grandmother's name day today before I came back, and decided to stream some more Vampyr.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Cool.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
I watched the Deadpool movie recently. Yeah, I went actually to the cinema to see it with my brother and some friends. Enjoyed it quite a bit actually. Nice humor, good action. Cable was good.
Sweet queen. Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reid. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Yeah, apparently so.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper.
You're a bit
Can't
far
be
from
easy
that for
running
that.
double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can
But probably,
freely
yeah.
walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Recently killed a man in retaliation.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
I watched some playthroughs of Vampyr. Yeah, I've been watching Cryotic. Yeah, it's basically a mix between third-person role-playing game and Telltale. It's not pure adventure, obviously, since it has combat and stuff like that.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
I'll pass. I wonder if I saw the brazier too, since I did that to her brother/husband. I don't remember what the hell he was.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end.
So he was the husband.
The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
Tell me about the man.
Digging
you
corpses
and
up is
Boo
fun.
killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reid, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
What happened exactly?
I don't know, and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
Interesting.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea.
Yeah, she can't actually eat corpses, I think.
But once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I believe you manipulated Booth Digby to get everything you wanted from him, both inside and outside the bedroom.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good.
If I remember my vampire lore correctly,
So
you can't
you're
eat
just like any other couple.
dead people because, you know, blood
Yeah, we're
coagulates.
so ordinary agree that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Huh. That was interesting.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Not useful.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
You don't have anything I need. You want your husband's headset back? No. I won't do that. What happens if you sell her her husband's wedding ring? It's what I want to show. Yeah, I see them every Sunday for, you know, family dinner, stuff like that. And today we also had a small celebration for my grandmother's name day. I really want to see what happens if you sell her her husband's ring. I'll do that just for that.
Without the wet boots keeping
Nothing.
straight, these parts will be running.
Nothing happens, unfortunately. Too bad. The game has a lot of interactivity, but some things, I guess, they didn't script. That would have been interesting
Foolish girl and her pre-principles.
if there was a different result there. Of course. Always good to see family.
Bloody vampire hunter. You again. What do you want?
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth.
Yep.
What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate.
You never
That's
know.
the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really. One of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
I think you're wrong. Maybe the docks have always been violent, but you can't say the living don't suffer because of it.
And then what? Let the commies and the anarchists rule? Nah. We're the wet boot boys. Our fathers died on these docks and they belong to us.
I wonder if that's a British thing, by the way, or a game thing, the Wet Boot Boys. If it's historically taken or made for the game.
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
I never named my son Clay Cox. That might be a very British name. Oh,
Mark my word.
why are you out here?
Good evening, sir.
These murders are the
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
I'm Jason Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink.
فاتوقع DNA test I'm 50% Mansfield, England and 50% Dublin Irish.
And then I drink some more.
Yeah, I remember you told me you were half-half.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying.
That's too many percentages.
Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time.
Where did you find money to
drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing?
I'm 200% because I'm a wildcat.
So friendly, so joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you.
Pretty much.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened.
No, I don't actually.
I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
That's pretty fucked up.
If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there.
Sure.
Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
This guy has issues. Oh, a new investigation. Cool.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
We already did this. Why is it back?
No reason at all.
Let me tell you.
That's strange.
Is there anything?
How dare...
Yep, it's exactly the same. Okay. Weird.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young.
Well, streaming isn't a job, it's a hobby.
Sure. I wanted things to change.
I don't have a job.
I
I haven't got one for about a
The
decade.
bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
You know, Greece and all that jazz. I do work as a freelancer here and there in Q&A, but that's pretty much it.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believe that exclusive property is a robbery in nature.
That sounds like hobbies
I
rather
wanted a
than
new
jobs.
world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reid.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better.
Arboristry,
Most
I'm
of
not
us
sure
are
what that
too
is.
weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
I wonder if he had anything to do with the bomb.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking
I'm
Tom.
qualified in horticulture level 4. How do you get qualified for that? Is there an exam?
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
What the hell?
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton.
Throgmorton.
Vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter?
And the warden of the East End, really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic.
Level 4 is the highest before a degree.
The bloodsuckers exist. And they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton,
Interesting.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
Says the vampire.
Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
That's interesting. Do some gardening. I have cars that say the gardenator. So you are moving to the US for good.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
This guy's full of shit.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Likely I'll be there for good, but we plan on spending summer here in New Zealand and summer over there in the US. Oh. Take advantage of the whole different seasons. That makes sense.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of
The
these?
Bram Stoker book.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
While I'm away, I still have to pay rent here too, so I may end up staying there for longer than 2 seasons. That sounds like a lot of traveling. Thank God for the internet. Thank God for the internet indeed. Even though I'm an atheist, but still. Thank whoever for the internet.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour, but I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there...
Yeah, that's a problem with atheists. It's hard to use explicits. What's it called? Thank God, thank Christ, hallelujah. or even to curse, because most of those are about the divine too. I think most atheists tend to use a lot of religious wording, even though they don't believe in it, because that's how you grow up too.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Well, it's not like you can do anything else. You learn to curse as a child, so, you know. That's usually what shocks people, especially as a child.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what,
I don't have
go
issues
and
with
chat
that.
with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Okay, everybody says go talk to the same guy, basically.
Goodbye.
We need to get their information anyway, so might as well talk to them. I also got a lot of investigations. Take some posters. To the grave diggers, locate where the site. Sure. Which crate?
Didn't deserve this.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
Aren't we all?
Good evening, sir.
Well,
how are you
we're not all
tonight?
like I say this, but still.
Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
Yeah, you did tell me.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides.
As I said, it has a lot of diversity in its campaigns. It's pretty sweet.
Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
And apparently he killed someone, which is weird. We need to learn more about that, which is why we're here for, but...
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
More side quests. I'm super glad that you recommended to me. Sure, man. I enjoy games like that, as I've said before, so, you know.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her for sure.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
Or something.
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
So he's the pillar of the community. That's not great. Especially since he seems to be dying. Should I go for it? Go straight for it? I mean, because I keep getting this, I must find him quickly. Or should I just go around and do all the side quests? That is the question.
The important thing is I find him quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Don't know how to do that. I don't know how do you get the URL. The invite is all that I know. I think you were inside last time. I saw you speak. After I finished the stream, that is.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Alright.
Shut the turquoise for a time.
I don't think time passes unless we sleep. So if I don't sleep and level up, I should be able to do all the side quests without having some problem, hopefully, with this guy. I really would like not to screw up this district as well. I don't see a URL anywhere. No idea. Again, the invite is the only thing I know. So I have two windows on my hard drive. That's strange. Delete one of those. Why do you need both of those?
It's a good thing.
I think I'm losing my mind.
But with the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan.
I upgrade my PC for Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then,
Cool.
Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help
Hopefully
you?
I can upgrade too soon. I'm planned to.
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
If you're uncertain about your safety here,
I can't delete them. Well, you can copy the
I've got
files
responsibilities. And it's not like I've got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
and delete the Windows installation.
this place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Okay, I'll do that after the stream.
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy.
I also send you a message on Discord.
And my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London.
Wait. I don't see your line.
And here I am.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it neither.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate?
We already know where he is, so we don't. Yeah,
Why
need
not answer
to do
me
that.
directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Okay.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish. So this is a room he rents.
So few clients. With the epidemic, no one dares go.
Maybe. Why is this smoking? I don't know. Huh. Interesting.
I think you cannot see me now, Mum.
Discord is a pain in the ass because it thinks I have a second account. What don't... I don't know. That's strange. Let's see. What do we have? Take some posters. Retrieve some gin bottles. I think I'll do that first. But I'll do that after I make some coffee. I'll take a small break, make some coffee, and I'll be right back. Can I see your stats? What stats? Anyway, let me make some coffee and I'll be right back.